So pleased to see the King and the Queen in Omagh in Ireland today, and particularly having a private audience, or giving a private audience to John Caldwell in County Down in Omagh, and attending a garden party. He then went on to attend the garden party as well, but had met privately, I think, earlier. He was the police officer who was shot at the sports complex in Omagh in February, on February the 22nd. He was hit several times, and he was badly injured. He had been coaching football at the centre, and was targeted about 8 o'clock by two men. He'd been coaching under 15s football, and I think, in fact, there are about 10 people aged from 72 down to 22 who were arrested over the next few weeks, over the weeks that followed. And they belonged to, I think, a splinter group, the real IRA, who have form. I mean, we'll come back to them in a minute, but one really shocking story about the shooting is that the shooter also threatened the police officer's terrified 12-year-old son, and these two masked gunmen attacked, and as he was hit, the detective had the good sense to shout at his son and his friends to run away. A local GP was on hand and was able to offer first aid, saved his life, and the local communities and the churches condemned the attack. The DUP leader, Sir Geoffrey Donaldson, described the attacks, the attackers, as evil people. You are not the future of this place. Omagh is a place steeped in the blood of the Troubles, been badly scarred by the Irish Troubles. In 1973, a huge attack in. Then the attack in 1998, which killed 29 people in August. I mean, that was just after the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, when negotiations had gone well, when Sinn Féin had already accepted the Mitchell Principles, again, I think, by the real IRA. Just shocking. And then more recent in 2011 with the murder of Ronan Kerr. And I think it's incredibly refreshing, impressive, and optimistic that the first visit outside England since the coronation is to Northern Ireland, cementing the importance of Ireland. Now, somebody asked me the other day, did I know about the cross of St. Patrick? Well, it's so easily overlooked. On the Union flag, on the Union Jack, you've got the white cross of St. Andrew, and over the white cross of St. Andrew is the red cross of St. Patrick. It's central to our identity as the United Kingdom, and I think that was established in 1801, and I don't think it was ever established in law. I think it was simply something that came in, and it's very important. You see it in the Battle of Trafalgar, the Union flag, the Union Jack flown in the Battle of Trafalgar, and Northern Ireland is a much celebrated place and an important part of our history and of our kingdom and of our land, and our the great stories of Northern Ireland, the great stories of Ireland. Ireland is a magnificent place, and I'm so saddened by the nonsense of the DUP and indeed by Geoffrey Donaldson and his party in not coming together at Stormont, and I hope the local elections will change that.